Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at Heatran. I decided to power this up because I had the candies. I didn't have to invest any rare candies, and I still have 95 left over. And this is a 98%, and it's pretty good in the Master League for certain matchups here. So we're going to go ahead and pair it up with Togekiss as well as Giratina here, and I'm going to be leading with Giratina, I do believe, for the whole entirety of this video here. So I decided to go with Stone Edge in case I did have a bad matchup, like say Kyogre, and I had energy ready to go. Therefore, I would be able to do at least something before I do go down. But going up against a Kyogre with a Heatran is going to be absolutely horrible. Think of kind of like a Togekiss up against a Metagross. It's going to be able to farm it down. But with Kyogre, the waterfalls are actually just going to devastate it completely. So I did find success with it, and I'm going to be taking some losses as well. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. They have Kyogre out. Obviously, I'm going to have to go in here with my Giratina, which is going to be resisting water. So as long as I match my Pokemon up correctly here, we're going to be looking fine. They do decide to switch into Togekiss and use a shield. And we're going to go ahead and go in here with our Heatran. Now let's see what this thing can do. Flamethrower is going to do a decent amount of damage because we are part steel, but the Ancient Power is not going to really be doing much. It looks like they're trying to potentially go for that boost there. And this is where we're going to go ahead and go for Stone Edge. You know, that was a bit overkill, and these are going to be my first battles using Heatran, so I'm probably not going to play it in the best ways. And there is a prime example right there as to why you want Stone Edge. We were faced off against the Kyogre. We had that energy ready to go, and we were able to do a ton of damage before we did go down. And therefore, we're just going to be able to... I was trying to get to this before then, but I think we had a tie there. And they did decide to shield up. They're trying to go for that Thunder, and we're going to be able to take it down with the Giratina. So that was a pretty successful first match with the Heatran here. Going into our next battle, we're met with a Melmetal, and this is a great matchup for the Giratina. And they do decide to switch up into Snorlax, reserving that energy on the Melmetal, and we're going to be going in here with our Heatran. We need to potentially look out for that Earthquake, so that's a good thing we shielded that, because we are going to be 4 times weak to it, being Steel and Fire type. And we're going to go ahead and go for Flamethrower. We're going to be getting Stab and less energy. It's just the more efficient move to use in this specific case here. And we should be able to... I wanted to farm down, but I didn't want them to get to another Earthquake. I don't know if they would have had one or not. They're going to be going in here with the Giratina. And we're going to just let this go through. This is going to be an ominous win. We're going to be able to get to a Stone Edge here. And this is going to be great. Iron Head in this case would also be okay. But Stone Edge is doing a little bit more. I think Iron Head would be probably better because of Stab. So we're going to be going in with the Giratina, and now we're faced off against the Melmetal here. So we're going to be taking that. We don't want to necessarily use our shield quite yet. Going to go for a Shadow Ball. It gets through. Perfect. So I think we want to let this through. They're not going to be able to farm us down because that quick move is not doing very much damage, because we do resist electric types. Going to be going for the ominous win. Switching into Togekiss, oh, never mind, into Heatran, but its health was so low, unfortunately, it was not able to do anything, and yeah, now we have a matchup against Giratina with our Togekiss, which is actually really good for us. I mean, we're in a great position here, and we take the win. So, first matches, did great. Now we're met up with a Garchomp here. Now, this is an iffy situation. If they hit us with Outrage, that's going to hurt quite a bit. And on the other hand, if they hit us with Sand Tomb and we use our shield, that's going to be a wasted shield, and they're going to be able to spam Outrage right after. So we do successfully shield that Outrage. We're looking okay here. I think I decided to switch and catch an Outrage here with the Togekiss. And we know, oh, they're going to hit us with the Sand Tomb and reserve that energy, lowering our defense and bringing in Metagross to farm us down. Well played. That was really nice there. And we're just going to let that go because it's useless at this point. I do believe we're going to go in here with Heatran up against Metagross. Now, we do have to look out for Earthquake. That will take us out in one shot. So, I don't know if we should play it safe and shield it up. It is going to just be a Meteor Mash. We will be massively resisting that. I decided to not hit any of those because, well, we hit our charge moves at the same time, and I needed to farm as much energy as I could. So, I didn't hit any bubbles. So, now we're matched up against the Garchomp here. We got the boost, guys, so we will be able to survive. Oh, they hit us with the Sand Tomb and lower our defense and bring in Togekiss. This guy's all over the place. Let's go. So I do have the boost. I do not want to retreat. We're going to be able to get that through because there's no more shields. and we're going to be able to get to an ominous win. Are we going to be able to take this battle here, folks? And we do, thanks to the boost. Otherwise, yeah, I probably would have definitely lost that one there. So moving again into the next one, we're met with a Melmetal. We like this situation here. So what I'm going to do right now is just build up to a Shadow Ball and go ahead and go for that. A lot of times they like to let it go through. That was happening a lot today, but let's see if that happens in this case right here. And they actually decide to shield it up. So at this point, I think I'm just going to be going for ominous winds to potentially get the boost, or maybe even get another shield out of them. Building up a little extra to make them think I'm going for another Shadow Ball here. And they decide to let it go. So now I have to commit to doing ominous winds at this point because they are so low. Yeah, that's pretty much our options. I mean, going for another Shadow Ball, fine, but yeah, we might as well just go for ominous wind and farm down here. They're not going to be able to take us out, and we should be able to get to another ominous wind. Oh, never mind. We're really low there, and it's a Snorlax anyway. So, ooh, what are we going to do here? We have a shield. They have a shield. Let's go ahead and go Togekiss. We'll be able to resist the Earthquake, and if they have Body Slam, that's not too much of a threat. Although it does add up fairly quick here. But we can't risk it with the Heatran and using our last shield at this point. Togekiss can go in here comfortably without having to potentially use a shield. Although I think I may. Alright, so we actually take it down and don't use our shield. This is a great situation. Actually not. Okay. I take that right back. That is probably one of the worst Pokemon Heatran wants to see or does not want to see. So we're going to just give up because there is no point there. I kind of maybe should have stuck in there just so you can see how fast it does faint down. But anyways, we're able to bring our score up and we're looking pretty good here thanks to this battle day. I had a blast and the lag was, you know, there once in a while, but it wasn't so horrible. All right, so what's it going to be for the next match? Oh, there we go. Another Melmetal. Very nice. A shiny one at that. All right, so we know the drill for this. Oh, they're deciding to switch, though, into a Swampert. Very interesting. Now, we could switch into maybe Togekiss, but I think we're just going to stick this out here. Actually, you know, I probably should have switched into Togekiss because we do not want to be matched up against that, and same with the Heatran, and we could have just gotten the Swampert out of the way, but I decided to keep going here. Okay. That kind of threw me. Oh, we got the boost. Oh, but they bring in a Snorlax. That is something I do not like seeing, or anybody likes to see using a Giratina origin form is going to be a Snorlax. And I really am contemplating switching potentially Ominous Wind to Dragon Pulse so I would have coverage because I've been left in that situation quite a bit and it's not fun. So we're going to be bringing in our Togekiss, and unfortunately they do have Heavy Slam. Of course they do. So we're going to be shielding that up. They're making a switch, and we're switching into our Heatran now. Now, I've been on the other end before as the Melmetal, and it is a pretty comfortable situation when you can just hit them with superpowers, especially when you get that first one through like that. We are going to be doing super effective damage, but we're so low, and they're shielding it up because they know they can just go for another superpower here. We have no more shields, and this is going to KO. That superpower is extremely strong. Going in with our Togekiss and that Snorlax, so we're both shieldless. Let's see what happens. Could I potentially get the boost here? And no boost. Okay, as this Body Slam is, I don't know. Oh, the Heavy Slam, that's right. Yeah, that's definitely over. Forgot they had Heavy Slam. All right, moving it on to the next one. Oh, this is an absolute horrible lead for us here. So we're going to switch into Togekiss, and they're going to be going into their own Togekiss here. So we do have a bit of an energy advantage. Now, I know I've talked about the whole Togekiss mirror match and how you kind of sometimes want to farm down so you can gain that lead advantage, but this is a different situation, and I kind of needed to use the Ancient Power, so we're going to be able to get a shield out of them. We're going to be going in here with Heatran, unless they hit us with Flamethrower, and there it is. And as you can see, it's doing a decent amount of damage, but that's all right. We're able to gain a little bit of energy here. We still have 2 shields. Now, they do go in with the Metagross, and if you're thinking, why in the world would they do that when they're going up against something super effective? They have a Snorlax back there. As soon as I make this switch, they're going to be going into it. They know I had that Giratina. Now we're on lockdown. There's nothing we can do, and this is why I've been contemplating potentially switching Ominous Wind for Dragon Pulse. So, I mean, it would help us out just a little bit more. Is the benefit of having the Ominous Wind with that potential bait going to outweigh you having a little bit of coverage going up against Snorlax with the Dragon Pulse? I don't think so. I think it's going to still be better running a double Ghost move on your Giratinas if you do have it. This is a very situational thing, unless you see a ton of Snorlax all the time. But watch, as soon as you change it to Dragon Pulse, you're going to see no more Snorlax. You know how it goes. Anyway, so we're matched up. We kind of want to shield this up here. It is going to be a superpower. And they're switching into Metagross, and unfortunately they have a ton of energy. This is going to take us out. That Earthquake is going to hurt Heatran quite a bit. That is going to be its biggest weakness, as a matter of fact. So we're going to be going into the next one here. Horrible lead. So we're switching into Giratina. They're going to be going into Dialga. Now we need to land the Shadow Ball. This is going to be big if we can do this. Alright, so we can potentially get to an Ominous Wind here. This is not going to KO us, but I think it's going to bring us low enough for the Dragon Breath to just take us out before we can do it. Yeah, unfortunately not. Now we're going to be going back in with the Heatran. We're going to farm it down. And we have a decent amount of energy. Let's see what they go in. It's going to be a Machamp. Are you kidding me? Alright, so I mean the thing is good. Yeah, definitely relevant. And we're going to be switching. And unfortunately they're going to be going into Melmetal. So the only way I can win this is we have a shield out of them. So they only have one left. We're going to let this go down, I do believe. And we're going to try... I mean, farming this thing down is like, no way. It's going to be able to spam us with superpowers way too fast. So we're going to have to gain a little bit more energy. Do I actually try to go for the farm down? And do I think I have enough 2 flamethrowers ready to go? Because that's what I'm going to need to win this here. Because this is going to get the shield. And yeah, definitely Machamp's going to be taking us out here. But hey, at least we tried. Heatran is trying, and it's fun to use new things here and there. Alright, so for now we're just going to... we're doing pretty bad, as you can see. We want to win in this set. We don't want it to go all negative here. I did a couple more off camera, actually, for this team that I'm using here. After I did take a few losses with the Heatran, so I can kind of fix the record here. So anyways, we're going in. We're met with a Gyarados, and we get the boost immediately in the beginning of the match. I mean, this is an absolute amazing situation. So they're going to be going in with Melmetal, and we're not going anywhere. I don't think I should shield this up. No, definitely not. But we want to potentially get to a Flamethrower here. We could have went for Ancient Power, but let's just get their other shield here. Alright, so now they're shieldless, and they're deciding to go for Rock Slide. So they're going to be using that energy. That's great. Now, we could go in with our Melmetal and, go Superpower, but let's just go with the Giratina since we're going to be able to comfortably win this. Knowing there's no more shields, we can just go for a Shadow Ball. I think I go for Shadow Ball, or maybe I go for Ominous Wind and then farm down here. Yeah, we're going to farm down a bit. They're going to be able to get another Rock Slide through. I think they do give up this match here. Yeah, and we take the win. So this is going to be a shorter video compared to the last one I did upload. I think we have like a couple more battles left. So we're met with a Melmetal. This is another good situation. We've seen this before. We like this here. The Heatran is going to be great up against it, but there's obviously no point in switching because they're just going to counter us, and then we lose basically. And alright, gonna let this go through. We did get that Shadow Ball through. Great. Now we're going to be going for Ominous Wind. Let's see if we can get a shield out of them. And there's that shield, and we're almost to another Ominous Wind. We're going to be able to survive this here without shielding up because we've seen this situation before. So if you're in the same battle here, remember that. You don't need to use a shield unless you're trying to preserve the health. In comes the Giratina. It's not able to farm much because we didn't have much health, and that's perfect. Going in with the Heatran, they're going to be switching into Giratina, and we're going to be going right into our Togekiss. And this is great. Hitting a Shadow Ball, but that's perfectly fine. We knew that was potentially coming down the line here. We're still going to be able to survive it. And they do use that last shield. I think I used my shield here. Okay. And this is going to be a great situation because we do have that Heatran in the back that's going to be able to handle the Dialga. And that's a great way to end the video with the Pokemon we're featuring. Thank you for watching, trainers. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications. And I'll be catching you all very soon with another video. Take care and be safe out there.